another wrestling discussion topic. Two things I'm going to talk about: Money in the Bank prospects and Cody Rhodes. So first off, it hadn't really clicked to me. I hadn't really thought about it that much. I think simply because, you know, seeing Dolph Ziggler have his briefcase for as long as he has, you know, 8 or 9 months, really didn't think about it until this past Friday night on SmackDown. It just clicked to me. I'm like, wait a minute, Dolph Ziggler's the world champion. He cashed in this past Monday on Raw, and which made me to believe, you know, in 3 months, you know, in July, which is only 3 months away, we're gonna have some more new Money in the Bank winners, contenders, whatever. And so I was wondering, like, who could win Money in the Bank? So for SmackDown, I think Wade Barrett, I think, is probably an easy prospect. You know, I think, you know, since Barrett's return last year, I think WWE has done nothing with him. They build him up. They build up his return, but it's falling flat shortly. They have him on the Intercontinental title a second, then a third time this past week on Raw, and it's done nothing to elevate Barrett. He's gone nowhere since then. So I really think they really want him to hold a Money in the Bank briefcase and really just start his push. I really think if Barrett wins the MITB, I think then they'll push him then and probably be more consistent in their push behind him. Because right now, I think they're just floundering with Wade Barrett and don't know what to do with him until then. So he's one prospect for me, I think, on SmackDown. But you look on the Raw brand, who do they really have in the mid-card or on the Raw show that can be a Money in the Bank winner, qualifier? The only mid-carder they have is Ryback. I could see Ryback maybe winning Money in the Bank, but I very seriously doubt it. Even though, yes, Kane was a big, huge 300-pound man and he won Money in the Bank, but I don't see them doing it too often with too many big people. So that's one thing I'm not sure about. Because Miz was on Raw. He's a Raw mid-carder, but they've put him on the SmackDown Money in the Bank, so now he's on SmackDown. I don't know. Or will they do what they did last year and kind of do the thing with the veterans, where they bring the you know, people who've already former world champions, people who have been world champions before, can compete for the Raw brand. I really wouldn't like that, but if they did do that, I could probably understand why. Because, like I said, who on the Raw brand do you have that has the potential of winning Money in the Bank? I see no one. But if they were to do what they did last year, my pick would be Chris Jericho. If they did it, put Jericho back on there, give Jericho a push. I know they said Jericho's supposed to be leaving again or something. I'm not sure, but if Jericho sticks around, you know, for Money in the Bank, I would definitely pick him if they do what they did last year, where only former world champions compete for the Raw ladder match. So this goes on my next discussion here is on Cody Rhodes. You know, a lot of people, Cody Rhodes has a lot of fans. That a lot of people think he's so underrated and that he should have been, even not right now, be a world champion and be a main eventer. And, you know, I've never liked Cody Rhodes from like day one. I've never liked Cody Rhodes until I probably say like around WrestleMania 28 or leading up to WrestleMania 28, when Cody Rhodes came back from that ridiculous Phantom of the Opera thing and was a little bit more serious and whatnot. I started to get behind Cody. Cody started growing me more. I'm like, okay. And I started paying more attention in detail to his in-ring performance, and he has improved greatly. But it just seems like WWE, they just don't know what to do. They just don't know what to do with a Cody Rhodes. I mean, it's like 1 minute they give him a push, then they stop, and it just kind of makes me wonder more than ever, will Cody Rhodes ever be a main eventer? You know, I mean, like I said, I know a lot of people think he's main event worthy or quality wise, but you know, not everybody can be a main eventer. You know, and that's the sad thing about it, but it's the truth. It's like Triple H says: out of 100 people, only 50 become stars. Out of that 50, only 30 to 25 become superstars. Out of that group, only 5 to 10 can become the next John Cena's, the next Randy Orton's, and the next Stone Cold Steve Austin's. And that's very, very true. And You know, even though I think Cody Rhodes has improved, I think he's improved greatly. I'm just not sure, like I said, if Cody will ever be a main event type of talent. Because when you get, I mean, you look at the guys that are already up at the top, and it will still be at the top for a couple of years to come. Guys like CM Punk, John Cena, Randy Orton, Sheamus, Big Show, you know, guys that still stay up there at the top. And then you have other guys that are coming in through developmental that WWE is just really high on, like a Ryback, Shield, you know, guys that have potential. I'm pretty sure that they will like to put in that main event spot in the next coming years. So you have that, when you have the guys that are already there, plus the new guys that are coming up that the company's just so high on, it really knocks you down a couple of notches on the ladder. And I think that's very evident with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has taken a huge step back, I think. You know, they tried to put him up with Sandow as the Rhodes Scholars tag team, which was a good idea, but then they end up breaking them apart and then bringing them back together. It just fizzled out. Now it's just like, it's pointless now. I don't think anyone cares anymore about them being a tag team after how they had potential, but they didn't capitalize on it. Then they broke them up, and then now they brought them back together, and now they're jobbing to Brodus Clay. So my thing is, an idea I had is, what if Cody Rhodes turns babyface? You know, I know a lot of people in today's generation of wrestling, at least for WWE, a lot of people don't like the baby faces. Baby faces get more boos than the heels. So a lot of wrestlers, especially when you're up and coming and whatnot, a lot of wrestlers like to avoid trying to be a face because they don't like it. There's a little bit more freedom in being a heel. But you know, Cody Rhodes hasn't really been a face that long. I mean, you look at his career. Cody Rhodes has been in the company for like 7 years or something like that. He came in 2007. He had a short babyface run, like the moment he came in for like maybe 6 or 7 months. Then as soon as he teamed up with DiBiase, he's been heel ever since. So I think maybe a fresh babyface turn, I think could do Cody Rhodes some good. I think Cody Rhodes could play a good guy, a good guy. You know, I think turn Cody face, put him on the Raw brand. I like to see him. If they turn him face, start a feud with Antonio Cesaro, have him win the U.S. title. That way, you're getting a new, fresh perspective of Cody Rhodes. You put him on the A show, and you're pushing him still in the mid card, but on the A show with the title that he's never won before. So I think that could really do Cody Rhodes some good. So you guys give me your thoughts. Who do you expect to win Money in the Bank on Raw or SmackDown? Who are your picks going in this year? Who do you see possibly winning? And what are your thoughts on my idea of a face turn for Cody Rhodes and putting him on Raw and having him being a U.S. champ, and they just push him from there and see how things go? Let me know your thoughts in the box below. Subscribe. Peace.